let's talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the need for shelter, the need for food. In a way, Australia is one of the food bowls of the world. What do I mean by that? I mean that there's agriculture, there's farms producing wheat, producing sugar, producing other crops, and there's livestock, cows, sheep coming from Australia. We do feed the Australian population from the crops and from the livestock. We
Yeah.
also feed a lot of Asia. So we're one of Asia's food bowls
Yes. Yes.
because of the temperature ranges that we have and the wide diversity of climates. So Australia, from the southernmost tip to the northernmost tip, has 5 different types of areas where in the far south in Tasmania you get icy cold weather, and in the hot north you get the tropical weather. So
Yes.
we do everything from bananas to blueberries, which are more of
Yes.
a tropical fruit, all the way down to the best
Fine
seafood in
fruit.
the world coming
Mm-hmm.
from the coldest regions of ocean.
Mm-hmm.
You know that anyway, I'm off on a rant here.
Oh no, that's
But
okay.
having a food bowl,
Yes.
being one of Asia's food bowls makes a big difference. So one of the fears that the Australian population has is that a big American company or a big Chinese company or a big UK company will come in and buy the agriculture, buy the livestock or the farms.
Mm.
So there isn't there isn't a complete control where the government can say, look, the government will just buy everything in Australia and will restrict anybody else from doing anything. That doesn't
Mm.
exist in Australia. The Australian economy and the Australian government system is reasonably open compared to some of our neighbours.
Yes.
So what that means is that if a large farm is being sold that includes a
Mm.
lot of land, the
Yes.
government has a few options, perhaps not to restrict who will buy it, but to make sure that they take enough tax off the top so that it doesn't matter if a big country outside of Australia controls that land, they're
Yes.
paying the Australian government, which in turn pays the Australians
Oh,
that are paying
okay.
taxes. So there isn't a complete control, but they don't want to upset too many people.